Welcome everybody, welcome to MISIAN online lectures, and today we have a question here still dealing with the mathematics questions, and this question here on the board says the fifth and the 10th terms of an arithmetic progression is 18 and minus 2 respectively. Part A of this question is asking us to find the common difference and the first term. And part B is saying determine the least number of terms which must be added together so that the sum of the progression is negative, and hence find the sum. So we need to remind ourselves a little bit here the formulas of finding the nth term of arithmetic progression, and also the formula of getting the sum of the nth number of terms in arithmetic progression. If we remember the nth term of an AP, the nth term, let's call this one, is given by A plus n minus 1 times D. So A will be the first term, n will be the number of terms, and D, this is the common difference. So from here we know we can now use this formula to form two equations, simultaneous equation, and solve and see whether we can be able to find the value of A and also the value of D, because that's what they are asking, the common difference and the first term. The first term is A, the common difference is D. So from here, what we need to do, we will apply this formula. Let's have it here, A plus n minus 1 D is nth term. So if we start with the fifth term will be equal to A plus n we substitute n with 5 here, minus 1. 5 minus 1 you get 4 times D, you will get 4D will give you 18. Then the 10th term will be equal to A plus 9D equals minus 2. Because now we take 10, replace here for n minus 1, then times D. So from here, these are two equations. We can find easily the value of D from here. Let's add this, subtract these two equations. A minus A is 0. 4D minus 9D, you get this minus 5D equals to 18 minus 2 gives you 20. Then from here our D equals to minus 4. So we know already the common difference here already is minus 4. This is the common difference. D is the common difference. Now we take this 4, substitute either in question 1 or 2 to find the value of A. So if we take back here, substitute in question 1 here, we'll have that A is equals to A plus 4 times minus 4 equals to 18. Then A would be equals to this is gives you 16 on the other side, positive, so it gives you 34. So our A is 34. So the first term is 34 and the common difference is minus 4. So let's move on to the second part. This is for part A. So let's erase and move on to part A. We know from here we can have this separate here. we know A is equals to 34 and B is equals to -4. So this is what we are working with. Now we will move ahead to part B and see what he says. Part B says, determine the least number of terms which must be added together so that the sum of the progression is negative. So we know the summation, the formula for AP of finding the summation of nth number of terms is given by Sn. The number of terms is given by or equals to n over 2 into you have 2a plus n minus 1 times d. This is the formula. But here we want, when we find the sum of these terms, the sum must be negative. Since we cannot go to the negative first of all, we want this summation, first of all, we equate it to 0. When we add all this, the number of terms, we get it to the value to be 0. So we equate this to 0. Once we equate this to 0, that will be now the number whereby we will add 1, so that if we go one cycle, like if we add 1 to that, it takes you back to minus, to the minus or the negative side. So let's equate this first to 0 and see the value of n we can get from here. Let's see, we have A, we have D. So we can say n over 2 into 2 times A. A is 34 here. We just substitute here times 34. Then plus n minus 1 times minus 4. This should be equal to 0. So this is the same as n over 2 into, this is 68 plus, if you look at this, it gives you actually minus 4n plus 4 equals 0. So we can, if we take right terms together, we'll have n over 2 into, this is 72 minus 4n equals to 0. So we can open the bracket here. We'll have something like 38n minus 2n squared. 2n squared equals to 0. Okay. From here, if we factor out this 2n out, we'll factor out 2n into, this will be 2, if you divide this by 2, 18 by 2, 38 by 2, you will get it's 36, let me see, 72. This was supposed to be, this is not, if you divide this by 2, it will give you 336, sorry, not 38. Okay, if you open out the bracket here, you factor out by 2, it will give you 2 goes into 36. This is 18 minus n equals 0. So first of all, we can take this 2n equals 0. Then n here is 0. But since we cannot have 0 terms, so we don't need this one. We will consider the inner part, which is 18 minus n equals 0. So our n equals to 18. So therefore, the number of terms, that's the least number of terms will be 18 plus 1, which will be 19 from this equation here. But the equation is not yet done. We say find the number of terms. We have found the number to be 19 now. The 18 terms will give us 0. But if we need a negative, the sum to be negative, we add 1 term to it. So that if we go again to find the summation of 19 terms, we'll get a negative value here. You can prove from your side if you want to see whether it can give you the negative answer here. So we have 19 terms. Now the last part now, it says find the sum. This is now the proving, actually, the proving part that you got this answer right. If it cannot give you the negative, then be sure that you got a wrong answer, a wrong number of terms here. So the last part is find the sum, the summation of all those terms you found. So we have n is 19. So we can say S 19, summation of 19 terms will be given by the formula is here, right here. So this is the same as n, which is n. Our n now is 19 over 2 into our first term is 34, is not changing, so will be 2 times 34 plus n minus 1, 19 minus 1. What's 19 minus 1 is 18 times minus 4. Minus 4 is the common difference if you substitute here. So this will be the same as 19 over 2 into this is 68 minus this times this 18 times minus 4 will give you 72. So this will be 19 over 2 times minus 4. 2 will go here minus 2, and this will be 38. So this is the sum of the 19 terms we found of this AP arithmetic progression. Please feel free to share this video, and thank you for watching. Share and give a thumbs up.